Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Anthony, aka Ant Physics, but you guys back to day number 214 of vlogging every day. I hope you guys are excited what your boy is. I gotta change my wardrobe attire. Hang on, guys. Freaking turtleneck sweater bunch of me. It's gonna be warm today, so let's see here. Oh, friggin', I'll wear the shirt. Actually, yeah, I'll wear the shirt. Hopefully I'm not. Yep, I always put my shirts on backwards. Hang on, guys, I'm sorry. Hang on. Time to talk to you guys about Monday Night Raw live from Iowa right now. Actually, it was live last night, but I'm going to speak about it right now. There it is. The show kicks off with the OTC, the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns coming up to the ring and, of course, giving the flowers to his opponent, Seth freaking Rollins, at SummerSlam that night, and especially ending the 12-year rivalry of The Shield. Until LA Knight came in, ruined the whole fun, and challenged Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns says he's not ducking anybody. He wants it, he can come get it. But he's got to earn it. He hasn't earned anything. Roman Reigns backstage then talked to the Usos and Fatu. Big Jim Uso said, hey, you want us to take care of LA Knight? Roman said, you guys lost at SummerSlam. Leave that fool to me. Leave him alone. LA Knight came barging right through, talking about his watch and bag and such, and he started mocking the Usos, especially Red Hot main event Jey Uso. And then he started mocking Jey, and as he does, he left. Javon Evans took on All Ego Ethan Page. And of course, with a nice little OG cutter, I love Javon Evans. I love all of the cruiserweights here, and it's been absolutely incredible. I haven't even been. Wow. Do that. Again, Javon Evans took on All Ego Ethan Page. And of course, that nice little OG cutter was able to take down All Ego. And since when it was in the moves of Big Cass making his return and giving Javon Evans a big boot, and then also giving him a spinning Uranagi. What's on the mind? Or spinning side slam, yeah. What's on the mind of Big Cass? And why did he target Javon Evans? Opa Femi came up to the ring and, of course, spoke about his match with Brock Lesnar. And, of course, before giving Brock Lesnar's advocate Paul Heyman the thank you to Brock Lesnar. Opa Femi then said to say that he won King of the Ring, and he has the right to challenge for any championship. That's going to be either Roman Reigns or CM Punk, or LA Knight, or Kevin Owens. But Oba said he'll take on any newcomers, and he will be the leader when it comes to the youngest superstars. And he was a top dog. There was one person that did not take that kindly, and that was Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker came up, of course, with Austin Theory and Maxine Dupree, as Braun Breaker had a match with Joe Hendry. Braun Breaker spent most of that time looking at the ramp when he sang to Opa Femi, as Chaos comes outside the ring, and Joe Hendry isolating Austin Theory, which did come to the mind of Bron Breakker delivering him a hellacious spear for the 1-2-3. And that was the first and only squash match I've ever seen on Monday Night Raw. Except for Obafemi squashing opponents, but that's normal. It did not sit tight. Bron Breakker came up and of course left the arena. That did come from Austin Theory attacking Joe Hendry, which did make the save of Akira Tozawa, also saving Joe Hendry and scaring off Austin Theory. Liv Morgan states that there's no other opponent for her when it comes to the WWE Women's World Championship. And she was also excited that Big Sexy Raquel Rodriguez is also champion. But she wasn't in the mix of her little Roxy, her little Prodigy, taking on Sol Ruca next. The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez versus Sol Ruca was next. And boy, oh boy, with that hellacious match. And of course, dead end in a disqualification. Thanks to Liv Morgan hitting Sol Ruca with the championship. Nice little 3-on-1 beatdown. Until the return of the man, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch came up in the return. And of course, said some things to Raquel Rodriguez. Not only that, but she is coming after Liv Morgan in the Women's World Championship. There was also one person that Liv Morgan did not want to see. And that was the return of La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, coming up to the ring and of course salting the Judgment Day. The two ladies end that part of the segment with a stare down. Becky Lynch and Stephanie Vaquer. Will we get a match between Stephanie Vaquer and Becky Lynch, number one contenders for the WWE Women's World Championship? What's next? What's next is Royce Keys talking to Jacob Fatu, and of course Fatu not really having it. The main event is Jacob Fatu versus Royce Keys in a street fight. Chad Gable came up to the ring and of course gave his flowers to the former Intercontinental Champion Penta. Penta came up to the ring and stated that he was excited for Chad Gable to win the big one. And he actually named Chad Gable as a luchadores. The phony king of the luchadores, the AAA Mega Caprion, Dominic Mysterio, came up to the ring and of course said some shamil and BS and all that stuff. Chad Gable said, "You want it? Come get it." There was a tag team match going on with those four gentlemen. And of course, a nice little Mexican destroyer, the JD McDonough, that did allow for a nice little ankle lock and an ankle slam for the win, as Chad Gable and Penta had defeated the Judgment Day. Looks like the curse of Danhausen is still on Dominic Mysterio, but it's not on Liv Morgan anymore. Or is it still on Liv Morgan, but she got lucky? Congratulations again to the interim WWE Women's Champion, Chelsea Green. And of course, they had spoke with Chelsea Green and spoke about Chelsea Green last night on Raw. Here comes the main event. It was a street fight, of course. Jacob Fatu takes on Royce Keys. And boy, was it a street fight. It was a fight between two former best friends, two former brothers. It was a fight. A fight. A fight, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, Jacob Fatu wins with a tongue and death grip. Royce Keys had no choice but to pass out. But Jacob Fatu continued to hold that hold in until some officials came up to the ring. And of course, a nice little steel chair And a nice little hip attack to the corner had injured Royce Keys. The OTC Roman Reigns walked down the stage, give Fatu a nod, as well as holding those ones to the sky in a net of approval for the OTC Roman Reigns. What's next? Well, let's talk a little bit about NXT. Of course, Kendall Gray will defend, the wonderful, beautiful Kendall Gray will defend the NXT Women's Championship against Lola Vice in an underground match. We're going underground on NXT tonight. And of course, we will hear from Cruz Montana. Not only that, we'll also hear for the NXT Championship. Not only that, we will also hear from Grayson Waller. And of course, got the NXT Tag Team titles are on the line as the Teenager Project defend the championships against T-Von Heights and the NXT North American Champion, Miles Bourne. What's on the mind of the NXT Women's North American Champion, Zarya, and who will be the rightful opponent for Zarya and that beautiful championship that she carries? I am so very excited for the NXT Underground match. I am so freaking excited to see what Kendall Gray will bring to the table. And will Kendall Gray knock out or submit Lola Vice? Or will Lola Vice once again dance her way to another championship? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And guys, real quick, before I end this video and this channel is sponsored by W Energy. Guys, I got my first tub just earlier in the day. Look at that. Look at that. And you guys can head over to the shop here, www.w.gg. And of course, if you guys are interested, you guys can use discount code Anthony Physics, all caps, no space. Look at that. It looks so good. Like, look at the design on this. For an amazing 10% off. And again, guys, it goes through the whole year, July 19th, 2026 and July 19th, 2027. A full year of that discount. I believe I just saw 7 people watching my stream right now. There's 3. Alright, so I'm going to continue the stream. And I am streaming The Last of Us. So I'm going to continue the stream. Hopefully I could beat Grounded. Grounded has been terrifying me throughout the whole day so far today. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Make sure you guys turn on post notification with that little bell icon, ding ding, so you can be notified every single time my boy uploads a video. I'm uploading every single day. You guys definitely don't want to miss out on any of it. It's your boy Anthony Elscobar, Physics, the man that defines physics, and I'm out, baby. Peace. The king of all physics, and also the king of the luchadores. Peace out, guys. Peace.